You jump in the car where your partners in crime are already waiting. Pencil, as usual, is upbeat, but the other two are visibly tense. Mika is tapping nervously on the wheel and popping his head out the window every few seconds. Loka, the lab assistant, is compulsively checking his magazine. All right, ladies and germs, the plan is simple. Mika will wait here for us. Me, Loka, our new friend, Pencil points at you, will go down to the basement where they stage the cockfights. There will likely be one lone guard at the entrance. We need to get rid of him quietly. Inside will be a couple more people at most. We take them at gunpoint, find the safe, Loha cracks her open, piece of cake. Pencil pulls 3 scarves from his jacket, tying one over the lower part of his face. He offers the other 2 to you and Loha. Better safe than sorry. That's the spirit. Pencil pops open the door. This is gonna be smooth like butter, I promise. Okay, enough dilly-dallying, let's move. He tucks his gun under his leather jacket and gets out of the car. With the scarves over your faces and guns hidden under your shirts, the 3 of you walk up the block and turn into a narrow side street. You walk fast for about 30 more meters before coming to a T-junction. A 5-story house from the 50s towers above you, but the way is blocked by a handful of tumble-down shacks. Crap, this was all open space just a week ago. These anthills keep going up everywhere, Pencil swears. That 5-story building, that's where we're going. The road to the left traverses a residential block. On the right area, lean-to shanties and medieval-looking spiked fences. You decide to go left. The locals vanish as soon as you approach. A cacophony of shutters closing and doors locking greets you from both sides. The only person moving in your direction is a shabby man carrying a big sack on his shoulders. The man is bent under his load, staring down at his feet. The distance between you gets shorter and shorter. Hearing your footsteps, the man finally raises his head. At the sight of your masks and menacing stares, he quietly says, "Shit," and starts walking a little faster. But overwhelmed with curiosity, you corral the poor fellow. Pencil raises his hands in a reassuring gesture. "No need to be scared. We just want to ask you a couple questions." "Me? From the basement? The one where they run the cockfights? I always buy chicken from them to resell." Loha visibly tenses up. "I thought they shut that place down." "I have no idea. Maybe they did, guys. I have nothing to do with that racket. If you have a problem with those guys, please leave me out of it." "Just chicken meat, look." He opens his sack and shows you a hefty pile of chicken carcasses. Ordinary chicken indeed. "To the market, to resell the chicken. Seriously, guys, that doesn't bring in a lot of cash. It's barely enough for one person, and I have a family, kids." The man looks at you pleadingly. His only desire is to get as far away from you as possible, and this interrogation. The man's scared out of his wits. Nodding like a crazy person, he bolts in the same direction you're heading. Loha shakes his head and whispers, "What if he warns the guard?" You chose to ignore his words and keep going. After all, you can't assess the situation until you get where you're going. You arrive at the entrance of the illegal cockfighting basement where a lone guard is pacing back and forth. Apparently, the man he met along the way gave him a warning as he's clearly on the alert. Pencil presses his index finger to his lips and ducks behind a pile of dirty boxes. You and Loha follow. The moment of truth. We have to get rid of this lumphead, and quietly. Pencil takes a quick peek at the situation and quickly ducks back. This part, it's up to you. Don't let us down. The doorway is hidden from the eyes of both passerby and the guard, so there's no need for violence. But getting there without drawing his attention will be hard. Slowly, you raise your head from behind the boxes and take aim while the guard's back is turned. The bolt pierces right between the shoulder blades. He collapses to the ground with a whimper. Pencil and Loha come from behind cover to stand over the guard's body. "Nice shooting," whistles Pencil, giving the body a kick. "Let's get this over with before somebody stumbles on this fool," Loha says in a trembling voice. The ironclad door is secured with a hefty padlock. Pencil scratches his head, unsure, but Loha, the lab assistant, needs only tinker with it for a minute and the door is open. He turns to you. All set. Take a look and see what's inside. You shoot out of the joint, into the empty street, in the back of Mika the Wheel's car before even taking a breath of the clean outdoor air. The driver gives you a quick look and puts the pedal to the metal. With an ear-splitting screech, a Moscovich comes out of the gate behind you, followed closely by a menacing Ish 2125. A thug with a pistol is scanning the scene from the Ish. He points at your car, and the pursuit is on. As calm as a Zen Buddhist and skillful as an F1 pilot despite the buzz of bullets all around, Mika takes you swiftly and smoothly through the maze of narrow streets, busy market squares, and tram stops, drifts of snow, and patches of broken road, all the way to the suburbs. So hard it seems he's going to break through the car's floor. This is the moment when the light as a feather Ish spins out of control, flips upside down into the ditch, and explodes as if loaded with TNT. The other, heavily armored car brakes immediately. Having lost their leader, the remaining thugs have also lost any interest in pursuing you. Mika drags his eyes from the rearview mirror with a grin. At last, you're on your way to safety. At a more conventional speed, you cruise smoothly past ordinary people and police officers racing to the scene of the spectacular crash. The gate guards are so focused on the explosion, they take no notice of you. Mika drives you to the small suburban market without trouble and rolls to a stop.